It's time for the NFC-Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Detroit. It's the Falcons and the Lions under the lights on Sunday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up tonight, as we close another Sunday of football, we have a fantastic matchup for you between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott joined in the booth by Brock Heward. And in a minute, partner, we are going to kick off, and it'll be a moment both teams have fought for all season. A chance to win the conference title, and more importantly, punch that ticket to the Super Bowl.
There is so much. You can just feel it in this building. There is so much pomp and circumstance that comes with this game. And winning the conference title is a major achievement for a franchise, no question. But you and I both know this, Kate. This isn't the trophy they've spent all season thinking about. It's not the ultimate prize, but it is just a step on the way to what they've been focused on all season long. Only one of these two teams is going to take that step and get that shot for the biggest trophy of them all in this league, that Lombardi Trophy.
On first down, here's Penix. Got a man, it's London. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Play action, here's Penix. He lets a heater go deep. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. And the Lions have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB in you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They motion the tight end over. From the 29. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down, ball at the 36.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. All right, set now, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Brooks. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down right along the 30.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Hand off here for Brooks. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Give the little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Touchdown, Detroit! Now, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together, but no doubt about it on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a 3rd time for 6.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. Return starts at the 3. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the 2nd time. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a...
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Going the other way, Lions have it! And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
Off play action, Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's good for the Lions.
Here's Brooks. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. From the gun, Goff. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield.
And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions pull that in front further, 13-zip. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Trying the right side with Vaughn. And there wasn't much he could do there. A small gain to the 43. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 43. Short pass brought in. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
And he'll get them enough for a first down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. From the shotgun, Penix. Flush down now to his left. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
The Lions offense returning to the field. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. They just get the play off. Dump off caught by his back. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at second and pretty short. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now they have 3rd and short. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Just short on 3rd down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on 4th?
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
This return makes it up to the 25. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's Penix. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
I am not sure we didn't see a safety right there. Oh my gosh, I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back and was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
Fourth down punt upcoming, Brock, and here's Austin McNamara to put his leg into it. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Lions more than happy to take over in enemy territory. New set of downs for him from the 46. Goff on 1st and 10. Brought in right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Lions the first. They bring a tight end in motion right. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Goff back to throw. He's got Smith. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And they need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from him on the road in the postseason. Penix on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here's Penix to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Right up the gut. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Penix now to throw. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Goff setting to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Goff. It's taken in by Williams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Throwing again, it's Goff. Finds his man over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
From a great throw to a nice route to catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff finds him over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They have themselves another 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Taken in by Smith. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. He'll get this complete to Pitts. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Into the hands of Pitts. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down. Penix here from the gun. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know they've got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. This finds Smith. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That's halftime. Only 2 quarters standing between one of these teams and the NFC spot in the Super Bowl. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
But first, let's look back to the NFC-Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Buffalo Bills who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC-Championship game. In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Lions continue piling onto this lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Pitts brings it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing Penix. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. To the air with Penix. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous, right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Another carry for him. And he's held up short of midfield after a small gain. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
The Lions readying for the punt. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Now here come the Falcons on offense. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Penix looking to pass. That one's complete to London. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. He lofts it deep left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. We'll pause. They're not ready to kick it quite yet, and take a timeout. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. No return on that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. Goff on 1st and 10. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And the Falcons scoop it up! While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to it. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Penix now on 1st down. Completed to Flowers. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 28. Catch is made in close. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Falcons take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And look at this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. First down throw from Goff. St. Brown's got it, complete. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39. That one's complete, right side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Working inside the red zone. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions trying to end this before the final quarter. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this
Previous play
was
is under
indeed a
review.
touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So upon review, no touchdown, just an incomplete pass. Throwing again, it's Goff. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. From the gun, Goff. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Into the hands of Pitts. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Penix on 1st down. Throw reeled in by London. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2nd and 3 now. Plowing up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. He throws a bullet to the center. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. On 1st down, they'll run. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Falcons trail by 23 now. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. And after that last-second score in the third, we'll resume play with a kickoff. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. They'll run here on first down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. From the 37. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Trying the right side. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
No one around. He's got space. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes for 36 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. On first down, it's Goff. Throwing the out route complete. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. They give it to him up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Has it down close. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Lions tack on 7 more to their lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. Back out runs their offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Penix here from the gun. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. All set up now for first and 10. Penix now. Finding Flowers. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, and to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Penix on third down. He's gonna try to drop it in deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And 4th and 4 coming up. And again, it's Penix. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Throwing Penix. Dump off to his fullback. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 45 on second down. Caught by Flowers. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Ball at the 33 for first down. From the shotgun, Penix. Got a man, it's London. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 27. That one's complete to London. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. From the red zone now. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Penix looking to pass. Completed to Flowers. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
This throw is cupped. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Falcons making the scoreboard look a touch better. Drake London with the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Hand off to the back. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and one trophy remain. 2 weeks from now, when they take the field in the Super Bowl. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.